everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. A bitch is back talking about books, and today what we're going to be talking about, and I think this is going to be a pretty brief discussion, is this book that I feel like has been getting kind of popular on TikTok, is A Not So Meet Cute. I'm just going to say right off the bat, I didn't really vibe with this book. I didn't really like it that much, and I feel like it's very much overhyped, and this is the first time in a while that I kind of disliked the book. But yeah, I gave it a 2 out of 5 stars. It wasn't horrid. I didn't absolutely hate it, but I just didn't like it either. And I think the reason for that was because, first of all, I read Wattpad. I've read Wattpad. That was my middle school, okay? I really like Wattpad, and I do not care. I will read cliche, I will read cringy, etc., etc. But for this book, I really had to suspend my disbelief on a lot of aspects because the dialogue was just not it. It was just, I don't know, I did not like the dialogue in this book. The conversations that the two characters would have with each other did not flow in the slightest. So this book, if you don't know what it's about, it follows a girl, oh my god, what's her name? A girl named Lottie, who is a regular schmegular girl who just got fired from her job, and a billionaire named Huxley. So it's a called A Not So Meet Cute because Lottie, she gets fired from her job and she makes a joke to her sister saying like, you know what, fuck it, screw it, life is horrible, I'm just gonna try to find me a rich husband. And she lives close by Beverly Hills, so she's walking around Beverly Hills and she literally runs into a billionaire and she's like, oh, are you a rich husband, blah, blah, blah. Like, she's just joking around, and then they actually get into a fake dating relationship because they have to pretend that they're engaged. I forget why. I don't remember this book at all. Dude, that just shows that I didn't really vibe with this book. I forget. I literally forgot why they get into a fake engagement, or is it a real engagement? I don't know. But I forget. And I think that's a testament to how much I didn't really like this book. I guess that's my synopsis. And then they start to like each other. Marriage of Convenience? Oh my god, I don't even remember. Oh my god, but yeah, anyways. I didn't really like this book because I've read Wattpad, okay? I know Wattpad can have really cringy writing, but from the get-go in this book, the way that the two characters would talk to each other, it just did not flow. Why would you ask that to someone? There were so many parts where I was like, how did you get from point A to point B? I don't know. It was just so cringy to the point where I could not even suspend my disbelief. It was way worse than Wattpad. Way worse in some aspects. And also, the middle was just kind of slow. I will say that even though a lot of aspects of the writing, like the back and forth of the dialogue, was very, very cringy, I will say there were some parts of the dialogue that I actually really did like, and those parts were great. That's why I'm like really conflicted. Why are some parts of the banter good and then some parts are like not it? It was a hit or a miss when it came to the dialogue. There were so many lines where I was just like, I've read this line before in other romance books. It was very Wattpad-esque, not in the way that was fun, and that sucks for me to read. That's the main reason why I had to rate it so low, because when I started out that way reading this, I was like, I can't even get into it. And then the middle started to get a little bit boring, and like the main character of Lottie, she just was like not being grateful for the things that Huxley was doing for her, and she kind of became a little unappreciative and annoying. Another thing I didn't like about the book was that there were so many scenes, and this is another reason why it was so boring. There was so many scenes where something would happen, right? A scene would play out, and then the next chapter, it was Lottie or someone else, like the main character, reiterating exactly what happened in the scene previous, but to her friend. She's on the phone. I met this guy on the sidewalk, and he's this and this and that. She explains the whole story. We went through this. As readers, we already went through this. Can you write 1 or 2 sentences saying, I explained to my sister everything that happened on my walk, instead of going word for word and going through all this dialogue for 3 pages straight as to what happened? in the actual conversation because we just went through the conversation in the previous scene. Why was that so annoying to me? And I was like, we went through this. I'm so bored. I do like the general outline of the characters though, and the general progression of the plot. So generally, great aspects of the book. Execution, not that great. There were small instances of banter, tension, and connection that I really enjoyed. The lead up to the smut scenes, they were good. Because smut is a huge part of romance novels, at least in adult romance novels. But I thought those scenes and those acts of tension were really, really well done. But then at that point as well, I was kind of checked out of the story. There was no raising of the stakes at all, ever within the whole thing, which I felt like made it kind of boring reading the middle. It was just this back and forth of Lottie being annoyed at Huxley because he was grumpy. Your attitude is bad, blah, blah, blah. Saying that to Huxley when he was doing nice things for her as well, like paying off her student debt, what? And the third act conflict, oh my god, I felt like I wanted to skim it. It bored the fuck out of me. It was so melodramatic for no reason. Like, why did they even break up? Honestly, Huxley has this fake dating relationship because he has a business deal and like the guy who he has the business deal with needs to feel more human, and Huxley's a very like blunt, grumpy person, like very stern, and wants to show that, oh, he's engaged with a girl and like has like a loving personality. Like, he needs to connect with his business partner. That's basically the reason why they get into a fake dating relationship, why Huxley would want to, and Lottie gets into it for her own reasons, being that, oh, she wants to pay off her student loans, blah, 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 etc. Like, there's other reasons, right? So that's how they get into the fake dating relationship. And the third act conflict is that the entire time they were in this fake dating relationship, Huxley and Lottie, the business partner that Huxley was trying to impress knew the entire time that the relationship was fake, that they weren't actually together, because they could tell. Huxley finds this out and is convinced, he's convinced himself that Lottie said something to the business partner that he was trying to impress and his like wife, and blames her, saying, what the fuck did you say to her? Because he knows about us, like he knows that the relationship was fake. He blames her, and she's like, wait, you thought I said something to her? How come you like don't trust me? And in my head, I was like, this is so melodramatic. First of all, yeah, he didn't have to be so aggressive and mean towards her and like not have faith in her. No, this is just a regular schmegular fight. Like, I have this kind of fight with my sister all the time. Just say you're sorry. You don't even have to break up. Like, it's just a regular schmegular fight. Like, I don't know. Like, I was like, this is not hitting. This book is not hitting. All aspects of the book were not hitting. She gets so angry and like, I can't believe it. You blamed me. Like, you were supposed to trust me. You were supposed to approach me with the problem so I could help you find the solution. But you shouldn't have come in charged here blaming me. Not when I was gonna tell you I loved you, blah, 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 right? You just made assumptions. This is a regular fight that couples have. This is not a big deal. You're already talking it out. Why are you breaking up? I don't know. It was so annoying. She literally moves out of his house because of it. It felt really melodramatic for no reason. They were having this third act conflict just to have one. And it wasn't even passionate. I felt nothing reading it and it sucked. Anyway, that's my review for this book. Sorry it was short, but like, I didn't like it and I don't understand why it's so popular on TikTok. I really don't. Please let me know your thoughts down below. If you disagree with me, let me know why. I don't want to yuck someone's yum, so I respect you if you liked this book, and I'm very sorry that I didn't like it because I wanted to like it. I just couldn't. It was too cliche. It was like too cliche, and it was boring in the middle. But yeah, please let me know your thoughts down below of this book if you've ever read it. If you haven't, this is my review, 2 out of 5 stars, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.